Hi, this is Tim Rail. Let's take a quick look at your Grip Berkman report. Now, if you've just taken this wonderful Grip Berkman profile for the first time, you may be overwhelmed. You got a PDF that has 70-some pages of material in it in your Berkman report. If you got the component level, if you got the base level report, there's 20 pages of material, and there's all kinds of different reports in there. You may have taken the online or the paper version of your leadership grip or discovering your ministry identity, and you got a separate report for those, either on paper or emailed to you. So here you are with about 80 to 100 pages of material, and you go, how am I ever going to figure this stuff out? Well, it's a great question. And we want to give you a very simple way to begin to understand the power and to be able to simplify reading through your Grip Berkman profile. It can be as simple as natural and supernatural, I or me to we, and if you think me to we to they or I to we, you're going to have this much easier to understand. So let's start with your Berkman profile, and we're going to start with the natural I or the natural me. And as you look at your Berkman information, there's two reports that are what we would call the natural I or the natural me reports. The first is your areas of interest, and you'll see a clip about that as part of our Grip Berkman library. But basically it helps you understand what energizes you, what motivates you, what fills your tank. And that's always a great place to start, is with things that interest you or energize you or drain you, to understand that dimension of your life. So areas of interest, natural me. And then the lifestyle grid, which we'll go into in depth in other clips, is a wonderful way to understand your underlying motivation, your usual or effective style, the need you have or the support or environment you need in order to be effective, and then if those needs aren't met, what stress might look like for you. That's your lifestyle grid. So you have natural I or natural me, areas of interest, lifestyle grid. Now if you move to the we side of things, there's two reports in your Berkman profile that are beautiful, what we call natural we reports. The first is your organizational focus, and it helps you understand the value or contribution that you make to the group or to the team that you're a part of. It's a simple report, but has a lot of wonderful opportunities to understand a team contribution. And then the second natural we report we call intellectual styles. The intellectual styles helps you understand how you process information and how you approach problem solving. Tremendously important in team dynamics and team chemistry. Along with those four basic reports we call the Berkman foursome, areas of interest, lifestyle grid, natural I, natural me, organizational focus, and intellectual styles, natural me. There's a whole other in-depth gold mine we call the component report. So if you have a component level report, from about page 29 on is a whole bunch of component level reports, which you'll hear more about in further Berkman clips. That's the natural side. So think natural I, natural me, natural we, and those reports, and you begin to understand, okay, I can understand that part. But there's a second dimension to your Grip Berkman profile that's the supernatural side. It looks at your spiritual gifts. And so we're going to look at gifts from three different angles. We're going to look at, if you think of a triangle, we're going to look at the top of the triangle as your gift mix and where the power of God shows up. Is it in your words, which would be equipping gifts? Is it in your actions, which would be supporting gifts, or a combination? That's a supernatural I or the supernatural me. And so down on this part of the triangle is your team styles. How do your spiritual gifts function in a team setting? And you'll learn about four different team styles. Let's be careful, let's go, let's stay together, let me help you. And you'll learn where, if your team styles, the power of God shows up through your gifts, through your, if you're up front, alongside, or both. Team styles, natural, supernatural, we. And then the other corner of your grip triangle is what we call bodybuilding roles. So how God uses your gifts, we call it the supernatural they, to accomplish His redemptive purposes, to build up the body of Christ, to accomplish the Great Commission. Supernatural, supernatural, we, supernatural, they. Gift mix, team styles, bodybuilding roles. So if you think natural to supernatural, I to we, and you'll look at all those reports, you begin to understand they fit a very basic, very simple pattern that helps you understand the power and the depth of your Griff-Berkman profile.